Welcome, everyone. You're watching Thunder Baseball on SCTV. Today is April 11th, 2024. We have a game today for you featuring the Donovan County baseball team, Riverside, which is what will be shown up on your TV screen, and your Nemaha Central Thunder. I am Cody Steinlage. I will be calling the game for you. Have Caleb Ridenauer doing all the production work right next to me. Caleb, welcome. We are going to get right to the national anthem, and as soon as that's done, I will get you the starting lineups. All right, first for Riverside. Leading off and playing third base will be Dustin Veach, batting second. Playing shortstop, Cooper Everly. Batting third and pitching will be Ryder Davis. Batting cleanup, playing first base, will be Beckham Griffin. Batting fifth, playing left field, number 5, Mason Hayes. Batting sixth, playing right field, number 13, Luke Bentz. After that, we will have number 3 playing first base, Coulter Peterson. After that, Paulino, number 10, Hayden Paulino. He will be behind the plate tonight. And number 9 in the order will be number 2, Chase Hewins. And he will be playing center field. For your Nemaha Central Thunder, Sam Nordis will start out. He'll be playing in center field. Evan Olberding will be playing shortstop. Jonah Dieters will be playing third and batting third in the order. Reese Garrity will be batting DH. He will be cleanup. Carter Hike will be batting fifth and playing right. Reed McKee will be playing left field, be batting sixth. Derek Wirtz will be batting seventh. He'll be behind the plate. Cooper Kramer batting eighth. He'll be at second base. And pitching today will be Camden Smits for Nemaha Central. Up first for Donovan County, Dustin Veach. Strike called. No balls, one strike. Ball one outside. It would be an absolutely beautiful day if the winds were not gusting about 45 miles an hour coming from the right side of the diamond towards the left side. Veach fouled out of play. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Smits up early in the count. breaking ball couldn't quite get on top of it. Evens out the count 2-2. Just outside, counts full. Veach done a good job of coming back from 1 ball, 2 strikes to get the count full. Payoff pitch is fouled into the Nemaha Central dugout. We'll do it again. Swung on and missed. Strikeout number 1 in the books for Camden Smits. Cooper Everly now up to bat for Donovan County. Ball low and outside. 1 ball, no strikes to Everly. Ball 2 outside. Strike 1 called. 2 balls, 1 strike. Swung on, little dribbler going to be fouled down the third base line. Evens out the count, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Swung on, high pop fly. Cooper has it at second base, coming back in to catch it. And coming all the way from shortstop is Evan Olberding. He read that better than Cooper did. With that strong breeze coming in from right field all the way into the Nemaha Central dugout. That's a tough play for a second baseman. You think you're going to be underneath of it, and that ball's just going to keep pushing it in. Good job of Evan Olberding reading that from an opposite direction. Ball 1 low. Ryder Davis at the plate for Riverside. Grounder back up to Evan Olberding. Throw over to first. Colby Free has it, and that's going to be third out of the inning. We'll go to the bottom of the first inning. You're watching SCTV. We'll be right back.
Nemaha Valley Motors has been proudly serving our Northeast Kansas community for over 5 decades. Come check out our great selection of vehicles from Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and GMC trucks. Don't see what you're looking for? Our knowledgeable staff will help you find the perfect vehicle to fit your needs. Don't forget about service. Our technicians are factory trained to handle any mechanical issues, including alignments. Come experience the difference here at Nemaha Valley Motors in Seneca.
Come be a part of our family.
Welcome back. You're watching Thunder Baseball on SCTV. Bottom of the first inning, 1-2-3 inning for Camden Smits with a strikeout. Fly out to shortstop, technically in the books. Then a ground out to shortstop. So nice, quick inning. Had 14 pitches thrown that first inning. Very efficient job for Camden Smits. Up first for Nemaha Central will be Sam Nordis. He's hitting .257 so far on the year, has 1 triple and so far 3 RBIs on the season. This is a Donovan County baseball team that is a co-op between Donovan West High School and Riverside High School. So in the schedule it may show Riverside, but that's why you might see the colors are a little bit different. We asked them before the game. They said they preferred to be called Donovan County Baseball. Ryder Davis on the bump for Donovan County. Sam Nordis stepping in for his first plate appearance of the game. First plate appearance by Nemaha Central today. First pitch low and outside. 1 ball, no strikes to Nordis. Ball 2, low. Nordis ahead, 2 balls, no strikes. Good hitting count here for Nordis to be sitting on something. Once again, that wind is blowing absolutely right into the teeth of the batter. It's going to take a shot to get anything even out to the wall. There's a dribbler down the third base line. Nordis has good speed. Everly is just going to hold it. And Nordis will be on with a single to start out the game. Everly made a good decision. He was playing back with Nordis' power. Decided not to throw over to first. Evan Olberding up now. 1 on, nobody out. Runners going. Throw down to second base will not be there. That wind is just going to affect everything in today's game. You could even see on the broadcast probably when he threw that ball just got knocked down. So Sam Nordis now in scoring position, second base. They called that a strike apparently against Evan Olberding. No balls, 1 strike. Evan Olberding squares around to bunt, lays it down foul left side. No balls, 2 strikes to Olberding. Olberding's batting .333 so far in the year. 10 singles, 1 triple. Driven in 6 runs so far. Nemaha Central wants to get out to an early lead. Davis steps off. Worried about Sam Nordis at second base. Here's a pitch. Evan Olberding fights it off towards the right side. Oh, there's going to be a bobble at second base. Peterson couldn't hang on to it. That's going to be an error on Peterson. And Evan Olberding's going to be in safely. Sam Nordis takes third. So Nemaha Central is in business. Runners at the corners, nobody out, with Jonah Dieters coming up to bat. Evan Olberding breaks for second base, and they're going to get him in a rundown. They're going to try and get Sam Nordis across the plate. Now here's the throw home. Sam Nordis coming in, and they're going to get him at home. Evan Olberding took off before Davis had a chance to even set his throw, trying to get into that rundown, scratch that plate across from, from third base in the confusion. Thought was right. The execution was not. So 1 down now in the inning. Evan Olberding at second base. Jonah Dieters takes high. 2 balls, no strikes. One ball, no strikes. I apologize. Just outside. Now it's 2 balls and no strikes. Ryder Davis getting behind in the count early. Swung on, fouled straight back towards us. 2 balls, 1 strike. Straight up. Paulino is not going to have room with that wind. On a normal day, that might have stayed in play. Not today. That just went out over the net. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Dieters. Swung on just over the third baseman's head. Evan Olberding is going to come around to score. Jonah Dieters is going to be held at first base. And Nemaha Central is on the board first with 1 run so far in the first inning due to an RBI single from Jonah Dieters. Up next is Reese Garrity, the left-handed hitting power hitter. DHing for Nemaha Central today. Jonah Dieters on first base. Still 1 out in the inning. Ryder Davis, snap throw over to first. Dieters back in time. Reese Garrity really crowding the plate. Swung on, grounder up the middle. It could be 2. 6-4 or 6-3 double play, and that's going to be the inning. Nemaha Central plates 1 in the inning. They're going to the top of the second with a 1-0 lead. You're watching SCTV. We'll be right back.
There's a place where we all come together. A place where everyone knows your name and what the usual means to you. A place for conversations and for comfort. And the best biscuits and gravy in town. We know what it means to love a community, to be a part of a community, to be united. United Bank and Trust. Banking for your way of life. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Welcome back. You're watching Thunder Baseball on SCTV. Let's take a quick moment to recognize some of our sponsors. TFI Family Services, Souther Building Supply, Crestview Nursing Home, Farm Bureau Insurance, Community National Bank, and Ag Partners. Camden Smits back on the bump for Nemaha Central. Only needed 14 pitches to get out of that first inning. 1-2-3 inning for Nemaha Central. Beckham Griffin, batting cleanup, will lead off for Donovan County. Top second inning. Strike 1 called. Good pitch to start off the at-bat. Just on the outside part. Little breaking ball stayed up a little bit. Griffith could not get good wood on it. Fouls it out of play. No balls, 2 strikes. Swung on, little dribbler back to Smits. Over to Free at first base. That's going to be out number 1. Smits bobbled it a little bit, but had plenty of time to get him out. Mason Hayes now up to bat for Donovan County. Ground ball. Oberdeen at shortstop. Throw over to Free at first. Records the out. Camden Smith's working quick so far. A lot of ground outs. Guys have not been able to get underneath of his pitches so far. Ball inside. Just outside. 2 balls, no strikes to Benitez. Luke Benitez. Strike 1 called. 2 balls, 1 strike. Just outside. 3-1 count to Benitez. Donovan County looking for their first base runner of the day. Strike 2 called. Counts full. Swung on, fouled out of play. We'll do it again. Ball 4. Benitez will earn a base on balls. And Donovan County has their first base runner of the game. Coulter Peterson now up for Donovan County. Benitez on first base. 2 down in the top of the second inning. Ball outside. Snap throw down to first. Benitez is back in time. Peterson actually squared around to bunt. It's going to bring Jonah Dieters in on third base. Squared around, pulled the bat back, but strike is the call anyways. 1 ball, 1 strike to Peterson. Peterson called time before Smits could get into the windup. 1 ball, 1 strike. Runner at first. Strike called. 1 ball, 2 strikes. So far early on, it looks like the official has a little bit of a low strike zone. Hitters will have to adjust for that as the game goes on. Snap throw down to first. Benitez is back in time. Two balls, 2 strikes. Counts full. Strike 3 called. Camden Smits gets out of it with just the 1 base runner. We will go to the bottom of the second. You're watching Thunder Baseball on SCTV.
Ag Partners is a full-service agricultural cooperative owned by area farmers, residents, and businesses. And our team works every day to help contribute to their success, keeping profits in the communities we all call home. We continue to look for the right team members to grow successfully together through our core values of honesty, integrity, and teamwork. If you're looking for a career with great benefits and a focus on your future success, come join our team.
Welcome back. You're watching Thunder Baseball on SCTV as we go to the bottom of the second inning. Thunder up 1-0 so far in the game. Up first for the Thunder will be Carter Hike. He's having an incredible year so far, batting .429 so far in the season. 2 doubles, 1 triple, and 4 RBIs. Ryder Davis was struggling a little bit in that first inning, got bailed out quite a bit from Reese Garrity hitting into a 6-3 double play. Nemaha Central had already scratched across 1 run, but that put an end to any hope of a rally that Nemaha Central had or a big inning. He ended up only throwing 11 pitches in the first. Swung on by Hike, fouled back and out of play towards us. No balls, 1 strike. Shot. And Peterson can't quite get it at second base. I think I'm going to give him a base hit on that. He put that ball in a good position. Peterson was going to have to make a heck of a play to throw him out at first base, especially with Hike's speed. Reed McKee now. Oh, they had Hike leaning, and they throw the ball away. Hike's going to take second, and he's going to go all the way to third base. Donovan County throws the ball back in. Now, Nemaha Central is in business. They have runner at third base, nobody out, with Reed McKee up to the plate now. Ball inside to Reed. It's going to be hard with that wind to get anything deep enough for a sacrifice. Offered at, missed. 1 ball, 1 strike. Ball 2. Caleb's in here next to me, just pointed out the outfield is playing extremely shallow, especially right field. Right field might be 30 feet off of the dirt. Strike called, evens out the count at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Swung on and missed for out number 1 in the inning. Reed McKee goes down swinging. Up next, Derek Wirtz for Nemaha Central. 2 doubles so far on the year, driven in 6 runs. Derek Wirtz does have decent power. He'd be a good option here to get a high fly ball into the outfield. Drive in that runner on a sacrifice. Takes ball 1 low and outside. Ball 2. Hitters count. You got to think Davis has got to battle back in this. He's going to have to groove one in there here pretty soon in the count if he doesn't yet. Pass ball, and Hike thought about it for a second. He got about halfway down the line and thought better of it. Paulino did a good job of keeping that ball in front of him, not letting it go to the backstop. Three balls now, no strikes to Derek Wirtz. Looked to be a take all the way. 3 balls, 1 strike. Ball 4. Wirtz draws a base on balls. And they are going to have Caleb Strothman come out and run for him, courtesy runner. Wirtz is the catcher, speeds up the game a little bit at the high school level. So Caleb Strothman, as many of you guys know that have watched and kept up with Nemaha Central, if you watched baseball or basketball or football, you know of Caleb Strothman's speed, and that's exactly why he gets put in for that pinch running position. Cooper Kramer now up to bat for Central. Tried to get Carter Hike to bite on that throw back towards the pitcher. Caleb Strothman takes second base. Ball 2. Two balls, no strikes to Cooper Kramer. Runners at second and third, one out, bottom 2. Ball 3. Ryder Davis losing a little bit of control so far in the second inning. Ball 4, and oh, he did call it a strike. I apologize. I thought he was pointing towards first base. 3-1 count. Offered at, fouled back into the net. So 3-0. Now Ryder Davis has filled out the count. Swung on, little blooper in between second and third. Everly is there to record the out. And up comes Camden Smits for Nemaha Central. Good rip at it, fouled back and out of play. No balls, one strike. Ground ball to Veach at shortstop. Throw over to 1. They're going to record the out. Nemaha Central is going to leave 2 on the bases. You're watching SCTV. We'll be right back for the top of the third inning.
Every day, hardworking people wake up early and open their doors to the people in their community. They provide more than just goods and services. They create relationships. Small business is alive and well, making life in our communities possible. We know what it means to support, to be part of a community, to be united. United Bank and Trust. Banking for your way of life. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Welcome back. You're watching Thunder Baseball on SCTV. Let's take a quick moment to recognize some of our sponsors. SBS Insurance, United Bank and Trust, S&S Automotive and Towing, Nemaha Valley Motors, and St. Peter and Paul Catholic Church. Camden Smith's back out on the mound for Nemaha Central. Had a 1-2-3 inning in the first. Did give up a walk in the second inning. Other than that, had a fly out, ground out, ground out, ground out, and then a strikeout. So Donovan County is having a hard time picking up and really squaring up his stuff so far today. And by my count, which is no means official, I have him at 30 pitches. So fairly efficient, 15 pitches on first, 14 in the first, 16 in the second. Up first is Paulino for Donovan County. Takes strike 1 called. Swung on, little dribbler back out to Smits. He's having a little trouble getting it. Back to Colby Free at 1 to record the out. Twice now that ball's been hit back to Smits, and he's had just a little bit of trouble fielding it right in the glove, but had plenty of time to throw out the runners. Strike 1 called to Chase Hewins, the number 9 hitter for Donovan County. Strike 2 called. Camden Smith's doing a good job of working ahead early in the counts. Ball one, low and outside. Ball two called. Must have been a little bit high. Evens out the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Swung on, hit into right field. There might be a play at first base. They do get him at first. Nice play by Carter Hike charging in. He's already playing shallow because of that wind. Came in and threw him out at first base. You don't see that very often. That's going to be a 9-3 putout. And that's going to be out number 2 for Donovan County so far in the inning. Dustin Veach now up for Donovan County, the leadoff batter. Just a little bit inside. Veach had to get out of the way of it. Ground ball to Olverding at short. Throw over to 1. Got him. Another 1-2-3 inning for Camden Smits. He's working quickly. You're watching Thunder Baseball on SCTV. We'll be right back.
What does it mean to be an independent insurance agency? Here at SBS, it means that our customers can be confident in knowing they are getting the coverage they want for the most competitive rates. With our independent status, we are able to partner with multiple competitive companies to quote your personal, farm, business, and life insurance needs. Contact your local SBS office today to find out what an independent agency can do for you.
Welcome back. You're watching Thunder Baseball on SCTV. To the bottom of the third we go. Nemaha Central with a 1-0 lead. Camden Smith's really pitching well for Nemaha Central. 2 strikeouts so far on the day, but more importantly, he's been getting those grounders. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 ground balls and 1 infield pop-up so far, along with 2 strikeouts. Donovan County is having a very hard time squaring him up. So top of the order for Nemaha Central as Sam Nordis comes up to the plate. Singled in the first inning. Then got thrown out and got in a pickle between third base and home to record the first out. Offered at 1 on the outside part of the plate. No balls, 1 strike. Ball 1 low. 1-1 the count to Nordis. Just outside, 2 balls and 1 strike. Nemaha Central really wanted to get that run in to start off the game, and I think that was a designed play with Evan Olverding trying to take off to second base, thinking they would forget about him at third. Ball 3, 3-1 count. Donovan County did a good job of playing that the correct way. Ball 4. And for the second time, Sam Nordis is going to be on base. Up next for Nemaha Central, Evan Olverding. Sam Nordis took off on the very first pitch against Ryder Davis. Let's see what he does this time. Swung on, flied out to right field, and that's going to be caught. Throw into first base, and Nordis is back in time. Evan Olverding put a good swing on it, a good drive into it. It just happened to be right to Benitez out there in right field. One down in the inning. Jonah Dieter's up next for Nemaha Central. Nordis trying to take second base. Throw is not going to be close. Sam will be sitting on second now. Like I said, that wind is just affecting everything. That's a tough throw for the catcher to make, right into the teeth of that wind. Two balls, no strikes. Nemaha Central has had something cooking every inning so far. Strike one called. Have not been able to capitalize on it more than one run. Ground into a double play in the first. Then a pair of fly outs and ground outs. Ball inside. 3 balls and 1 strike the count to Jonah Dieters. Strike 2 called. Counts full. 1-0 ball game. Bottom 3. Nordis is on second base. 1 out. Now they got Nordis in a rundown. He took off quick, and they're going to get him at third base. Ryder Davis doing a good job of messing with his timing. Usually when you're on the base pass like that, you sit there and try and get a time. A lot of the time they use the UCLA, and I think he was anticipating Davis coming to the plate. Now Dieters draws a walk. Reese Garrity, the cleanup hitter for Nemaha Central. Snap throw over to first. Dieter's back in time. High and outside, ball 1. Reese Garrity really crowds that plate. Likes to mess with the pitcher's mind. High and outside again. 2-0 the count to Garrity. Swung at, missed. 2 balls, 1 strike. If I were Skip, I think I'd be sending Jonah one of these times. Polina behind the plate has not shown yet that he can be very accurate on that throw to second into this wind. High fly ball out to left field. Hayes is tracking it, keeps towing to the left, and he's going to catch it to record the 3rd out of the inning. We'll go to the top of the 4th with the Thunder leading 1-0. You're watching SCTV.
Sailor Insurance has been serving our customers in the Midwest for over 90 years. At Sailor Insurance, we value every family story as we help protect their dreams and their future. Our goal is to make sure that you have the right insurance coverage to protect your family, home, farm, and business so you can focus on what truly matters. Learn more about what we can do for you at SailorInsurance.com.
Welcome back. You're watching Thunder Baseball on SCTV. Let's take a quick moment to recognize some of our sponsors. First Heritage Bank, Life Care Center of Seneca, Mitchell Appliance, Nemaha Valley Community Hospital, and Shelter Insurance. Cooper Everly will be the first batter of the inning for Doniphan County. Flied out. It went down in the scorebook as a fly out to the shortstop in the first inning, but he hit that straight up into the air, and Cooper Kramer was having a hard time with the wind today. And Evan Olberding came all the way over from a shortstop position and called him off and caught that. Swung on. That's going to just out of the outstretched hands of Reed McKee. And Everly is going to get into second base with a leadoff double to start the top of the fourth inning. Reed McKee has tracking it very well, and I thought for a second that ball might be coming back into him with the wind. He ended up diving for it. He might have got just a little bit of leather on it. But either way, Everly is on second base. And that is the first hit of the game for Doniphan County. Ryder Davis now takes strike one called. Swung on, grounder out to Olberding at short. Throw over to one. And they're going to call him out. Good stretch by Colby Free. Good throw by Evan Olberding. His momentum was carrying him towards a third base bag. Had to get a lot on that throw to throw out a quick Ryder Davis. Out number one in the inning. Up next, Beckham Griffin for Doniphan County. One out. Runner at two. Low ball one. Beckham grounded back towards Camden Smits in the second inning. Just inside, ball gets past Wirtz. Everly's going to take third base on a pass ball. Doniphan County now with a runner at third and less than 2 outs. Their cleanup hitter at the plate. This is where you want to see him get a charge into a ball, get it up into the wind, get something deep enough if you're Doniphan County. Ball 3-0 the count to Beckham Griffin. Ball 4 outside. Griffin records a base on balls. Up next, we're going to have Mason Hayes for Doniphan County. Runners on the corners, 1 out. Mason Hayes grounded out to shortstop his last at bat. This will be a good time for him to do it again if you're Nemaha Central. Ball 1 outside. Snap throw down to second. Cooper has it. Once again, Nemaha Central trying to implore that bait play. We'll see if you can get the third base runner to bite on it. Come into home and hopefully pick him off. Ball called. 3 balls, no strikes. Camden Smith has been working really clean so far. Laboring a little bit in the 4th inning. Ball 4. So leadoff double to Everly. A ground out, then Griffin and Hayes both walk, and the bases are loaded for Nemaha Central. And Skip Mayberry is going to go out and talk to his young pitcher. While we have an opportunity, I want to remind everyone, if you're not doing anything, this Friday or Saturday night, go on down to the Knights of Columbus, and they will have a performance. The Night the Music Died. It's going to be kind of redoing the very last show that Buddy Holly put on with some of his other players before he died tragically in that plane crash in Iowa. It's all going to be supporting the Northeast Kansas Arts Foundation. Strike 1 called to Benitez. There will be is a free will donation to get in. Suggested cover is $20 a person. Outside. 1-1. But there will be dancing. You're supposed to dress up in your 50s attire. A lot of local musicians playing in it, all to support Northeast Kansas Arts Foundation. So if you're not doing anything Saturday and Sunday, as a fly ball back up the middle, that's going to score 1 for Donovan County. So Benitez, Donovan County goes station to station. Benitez gets us a single. Everly comes around to score for Donovan County. Griffin will take third. Hayes will take second. Bases loaded, still 1 out in the top of the 4th inning. Strike 1 called to Peterson. Peterson struck out in the 2nd inning in his first plate appearance. Strike 2 called. Camden Smith's working ahead in the count. No balls, 2 strikes. Something he hasn't done a lot of in this 4th inning. He's gotten behind in the count. Grounder down the third base line. Throw home is going to get Griffith at the plate. And that will be out number 2. Good play by Jonah Dieters at third base. Good job by Derek Wirtz stepping on home plate. That's not always an easy play for a catcher. 2 down now in the inning. Still bases still loaded for Paulino. Swung on little dribbler down the first base line. Smits has it. He's going to throw to Colby Free at first base, and he's going to get out of it with just 1 run given up. Donovan County strands 3 on the bases, but they tie up the game 1 run apiece. We'll be back with the bottom of the 4th after a quick message from our sponsors. You're watching SCTV.
Some are old. Some are new. Some are just right. The perfect home is a place created from the thousands of memories shared within it. A place for laughter, a place for comfort, a place for family and friends alike. We know what it means to have a place we call home, to be a part of a community, to be united. United Bank and Trust, banking for your way of life. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Welcome back. You're watching Thunder Baseball on SCTV. To the bottom of the 4th inning we go. Donovan County able to scratch 1 run across the plate. It could have been a lot worse, but Camden Smith did a good job of damage control. Had the bases loaded. Less than 2 outs, and then got a couple of grounders back to back. Donovan County only able to scratch 1 across the plate. First batter for Nemaha Central will be Carter Hike. He singled in the 2nd inning. Ryder Davis still on the mound for Donovan County. Like I said earlier, Carter Hike far and away the best average so far on the team with 429 so far on the season. Ball one. Ball too high to Hike. 2-0 the count. Grounder to Veach at short. He can't handle it. Carter is going to be on an error by Veach to start out the fourth inning. Reed McKee now up to bat for Nemaha Central. Struck out swinging in the second inning. McKee squares around to bunt, pulls the bat back. 1 ball, no strike. Carter Hike dancing at first base, gets back in time. Trying to draw the attention of Ryder Davis. Good job by Hike. If Ryder Davis is paying attention to him, he can't be paying attention to the batter. Reed McKee pulls the bat back. Hike steals second. Throw is on the third base side. One ball, one strike to Reed McKee. Carter Hike at second base now. Ball gets past Paulino, and Carter Hike is going to take third base. So a stolen base and then a passed ball, and all of a sudden Hike is on third base with nobody out in the inning. 2 balls and 1 strike to Reed McKee. Grounder. Eberly has it at third base. He's going to throw him out, but Hike is going to score from third. So good job by Reed McKee with the bat, just putting the ball in play. Gets an RBI and gets Hike home for the second run of the game for Nemaha Central. Nemaha Central is back up 2-1. And Derek Wirtz is up next. Little looper out to the first base line. He's having a hard time getting it, and then he does catch it. Griffith with a nice catch, really, with that wind. He had to run a long ways for a ball that should have been hit right at him on a normal day. So Derek Wirtz is out. Two down now in the inning. Cooper Kramer up to bat. Breaking ball in there for a strike. Swung on, grounded back up the middle. Veach has it, throw over to 1. He's going to record the out. Thunder plate 1 run in the inning and take the lead back. It's now 2-1 game. To the top of the 5th inning we go. You're watching Thunder Baseball on SCTV. We'll be right back.
Dennis Jimenez. I'm a general surgeon at Nemaha Valley Community Hospital. I grew up in Wellington. I've got a special love in my heart for rural Kansas communities, and I have family in Soldier. So the opportunity to work out here was really a blessing. So in addition to the normal emergency general surgeries and traumas, we're here for elective outpatient procedures as well, from your normal lumps and bumps, gallbladders, hernias, to your bigger surgeries, including colon cancers, other colon and rectal surgeries, breast surgeries, And for our moms, we offer cesarean sections in conjunction with their primary care provider. And if you're done having kids, tubal ligations or vasectomies. So really, if you have any surgical needs, just talk to your primary care provider and see what we can do for you.
Welcome back. You're watching Thunder Baseball on SCTV. Let's take a quick moment to recognize some of our sponsors. First Heritage Bank, Life Care Center of Seneca, Mitchell Appliance, Nemaha Valley Community Hospital, and Shelter Insurance. See if Camden Smith can get back on the path that he was on in the first 3 innings. He ran into a little bit of trouble in that 4th inning. Oh, we got a pitching change. Jack Mackey is in on the bump now for Nemaha Central. So Camden Smith is done after 4 innings. I had him right around 50 pitches. That's very unofficial, me just trying to keep track while I'm in here. Chase Hewins up to bat for Doniphan County. First pitch from Mackey. In there for a called strike. Offered at. Fouled right back into the net. Mackey quickly out ahead. No balls, 2 strikes. Had Hewins really off balance on that pitch. Good pitch from Jack Mackey. Came back with a breaking ball, and Hewins was expecting fastball. So Jack Mackey gets his first strikeout of the game. Up next for Doniphan County is Dustin Veach. Breaking ball stays up a little bit. Ball 1. Strike called on Veach. Good spot by Mackey. No, he did not. Veach was not happy with that call, but I thought from where I was sitting, it looked like it crossed the plate. Good breaking ball back. Mackey ahead in the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Little dribbler back to Mackey. Throw over to first to record the out. Veach is out number 2 on the inning. Up next for Doniphan County will be Cooper Eberly. Flied out in the first inning, hit a double and come around to score in the 4th inning in his second at bat. Yep, couldn't quite get on top of that breaking ball. Swung on, fouled out of play by Eberly. Evens out the count, 1 ball, 1 strike. Two balls, 1 strike to Eberly. Jack Mackey working quickly. Ball 3 high. Just missed the outside part of the plate, and Eberly draws a walk. Up next will be Ryder Davis for Doniphan County. 2 out, runner on first. Ryder Davis is thinking to himself right now, do not hit the ball to shortstop. He's grounded out to Evan Overding in the 1st inning and the 4th inning. Ball in the dirt, Wirtz blocks it, no throw down to second base. Eberly is going to take second. 1 ball, no strikes. Mackey in the count now. 2 balls, no strikes. Everly on second base. Just outside, 3-0 the count. Yep, Mackey got out to a good start in the inning. Ball 4. Now Ryder Davis is on with a walk. Now the cleanup hitter for Donovan County comes up to the plate with runners at first and second, 2 out in the top of the 5th inning. Swung on, fouled out of play. No balls, 1 strike to Beckham Griffin. Jack Mackey came out and got a 3-pitch strikeout to Hewins. Then a 4-pitch ground out to Veach. Good pitch, had Griffin off balance, quickly 0-2 in the count. Griffin does a good job of just putting the bat on the ball, wasting a good pitch by Mackey that's fouled out of play. No balls, 2 strikes. We'll do it again. Good breaking ball, gets him to roll over. That's going to be called a foul ball. It was right on the line. Jonah Dieters could have charged it a little more and maybe played it in fair territory. He was kind of charging in. That was going to be a tough job for him to turn around and get the player at third. Not sure if he had to play at first either, but as softly as that ball was hit, so either way, Griffin stays alive. Ball outside, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Griffith ground out to the pitcher in the 2nd inning. Drew a walk in the 4th inning. Nice pitch by Jack Mackey on the outside part. He must have some good movement on that breaking ball because Donovan County has had some ugly swings going up against him. Gets Griffin swinging for the 3rd out of the inning on the off-speed pitch. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Nemaha Central holding on to a 2-1 lead. We'll be right back. You're watching SCTV.
On any given Friday night, you can find us here, illuminated only by the clear night sky and stadium lights. The ball field, a place for fierce rivals and close friends. A place for celebration, a place for family. We know what it means to come together, to be a part of something bigger, to be united. United Bank and Trust, banking for your way of life. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Welcome back. You're watching Thunder Baseball on SCTV. Bottom of the 5th inning, Nemaha Central holding on to a 2-1 lead. Ryder Davis back on the mound for Donovan County. Looks like Jack Mackey will be up to bat, taking the place of Camden Smits, since he replaced him on the mound. Jack Mackey is hitting .250 so far on the year with a couple of doubles, but he has driven in 9 runs so far on the season. Ball 1 called to Mackey. Grounder Out to second base. Can't quite handle it. Throw over to first does get Mackey in time. Peterson couldn't quite find the handle on it, but does recover in time. Gets the ball over to Griffin for the first out of the inning, and Mackey is retired. Top of the order now for Nemaha Central, Sam Nordis. Caught stealing twice so far in this game. Swung on, pop, fly out to right field. That's drifting into foul territory, and Griffin's going to do a good job of making a basket catch in foul territory behind first base. Nothing is a easy out today with that wind. That looked like it was going to right field all the way. That wind pushed it back in, and Griffin did a good job of adjusting. Evan Olding spoils the first pitch, fouls it out of play. No balls, 1 strike. Quickly 2 outs now for Nemaha Central in this inning. Inside, evens out the count at 1-1. Grounder to Peterson at second base. Flip over to Griffin to record the out, and Nemaha Central is going to go down 1-2-3 in the 5th inning. Nemaha Central still up 2-1. We'll be back with the top of the 6th inning. You're watching Thunder Baseball on SCTV.
As a cooperative, Ag Partners has deep ties to each community we call home. Our employees have worked, lived, and volunteered alongside generations of patrons in these rural areas, building relationships through years of trust. Looking ahead at the ever-changing world and ag industry, we look forward to working and growing together to help feed the world. Ag Partners, partnering for the future.
Welcome back. You're watching Thunder Baseball on SCTV. Jack Mackey back out on the bump for Nemaha Central. Nemaha Central clinging on to a 2-1 lead against Donovan County. Jack Mackey came out in the top of the 5th inning. Got a strikeout and then a quick ground out, then had 2 back-to-back walks where he couldn't quite find the control, then came back with a strikeout to Griffin. Up first will be Mason Hayes for Donovan County. Takes ball 1 high. Ball 2 inside. Strike 1 called just over the outside part of the plate. Ball 3 low, bounces off the plate. 3 balls, 1 strike. Hayes grounded out to shortstop in the 2nd inning, then drew a base on balls in the 4th inning. Ball 4. Donovan County has their first base runner of the inning. Luke Bennett's snap throw over to 1. Runner back in time. And I apologize. I believe I've been saying Bennett's all game. I believe now it's Bennett's. Luke Bennett's up to bat. Waved at the pitch. No contact, strike 1. big breaking ball couldn't quite get on top of. 1-1. Bennett drew a walk in his first plate appearance in the second, then singled in the fourth. And they're going to get Jack Mackey on a balk. Hayes took off from second. Mackey took off for second from first base. Mackey didn't quite see it. Made a move that you can't make on the mound, so Hayes is at second now. Bennett's offers at it, fouls it back into the net. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Grounder. Long throw over to first base, and that's going to be past Colby Free. And Hayes is going to, they're going to hold him at third. Bennett is going to get to second base on the air. Jonah Dieters did a good job of gloving it. He just sailed that throw over to Colby Free at first base. Donovan County is going to have runners at second and third now, nobody out, with Peterson coming up to bat. It was a good job by Carter Hike getting over there and stopping that ball. And Peterson's going to come around to bunt. Mackey takes it over to first. But Hayes is going to score from third base, and we are tied up 2-2 in the top of the 6th inning. Bennett is going to take third base on the play. Good sacrifice bunt by Peterson. Did exactly what he was supposed to do. That was a good bunt. Strike one called to Paulino. Paulino's grounded out in the 3rd inning and the 4th inning back to the pitcher. Just outside, evens up the count, 1 ball, 1 strike. Donovan County still a runner at third, less than 2 outs. This is a good scoring opportunity for Donovan County. Good inside pitch. Sawed off Paulino at the hands, couldn't make any contact. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Little dribbler out to the first. They're going to come home with it, and they have it. Good job of Derek Wirtz blocking the plate. Good heads-up play by Jack Mackey coming in and crashing that. Little flip towards the catcher, and they get the second out at home plate. That will go down as a fielder's choice for Paulino. And the second out of the inning. Now Chase Hewins up to bat for Donovan County. Paulino at first base. That was a good heads-up play by Jack Mackey. Good job by Derek Wirtz covering home plate as well. Strike one called inside to Hewins. Snap throw over to first. Paulino is back in time. Fouled down the third base line. No balls, 2 strikes. Paulino was running on that play. Probably had a hit and run on if you're Donovan County. Paulino's going again. Throw down to second base. Not quite in time. Paulino's gets in there underneath the tag. That wind, once again, affecting that throw, just kills everything. Swung on and missed by Hewins, had him off balance. Jack Mackey gives up 1 run in the inning. Donovan County ties it up 2 runs apiece. To the bottom of the sixth we go. You're watching Thunder Baseball on SCTV. We'll be right back.
I'm Erica Bletcher, and I'm a nurse practitioner, and I work in the wound clinic. Often, non-healing wounds can affect a patient's mobility, it can affect their health, and just their overall quality of life. If wounds aren't being healed, then it can also cause infection, we can cause hospitalization, more serious health conditions, and even sometimes surgeries, amputations, or death. So at the wound clinic here, we kind of look at all of that and work with patients to develop a treatment plan to get them back home and get those wounds healed as fast as possible. Growing up here, I loved the people, I love the community. So being able to come back here and work with wounds and work with the patients is the best part. I love just healing wounds. I love interacting with them. I love creating an individualized treatment plan with them and getting them back to their daily livings. And I love seeing them outside walking around healthy and happy.
Welcome back. You're watching Thunder Baseball on SCTV. Bottom sixth inning, tied 2-2 game with Jonah Dieters coming up to bat. The 3 spot in the order. It will be Dieters, Garrity, then Hike. Heart of the order for Davis from Doniphan County. Strike 1 called to Dieters. Foul down the third baseline quickly. No balls, 2 strikes. Dieter singled in the first and then got on with the base on balls in the third. And it hits him on the knee, and Dieters is going to take first base. He might have got away with one. It looked to me like he kind of stuck his knee out there. Either way, Nemaha Central is going to have a base runner. Nemaha Central is going to bring in number 18, Ben Sidbeck, to run for Jonah Dieters. Reese Garrity now up to bat. Snap throw over to first. Good throw by Davis. He put that right on the money where he needed to, but Sidbeck, good job getting back. Snap throw over once again. Davis is very worried about Sidbeck at first base. That bodes well for Reese Garrity at the plate. Offered at by Garrity. No balls, 1 strike. Once again, snap throw. Ryder Davis is very worried about the speed of Sidbeck at first base. Ball outside, evens out the count, 1 ball, 1 strike. Good cut by Garrity. Just underneath of it. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Garrity 0 for 2 so far on the evening. Grounded into a double play in the first and flew out to the left fielder in the third. Swung on, fouled out of play. Still 1 ball, 2 strikes to Garrity. Good play by Veach. And the ball gets past Peterson at second base. Runners will not advance. Sidbeck might be hurt on the base path. He is laying down there. I don't know if he took an errant knee from Peterson. Veach had a good stop at shortstop. Threw the ball to Peterson at second base, and it just went past him. And right now, Sidbeck is hurt, laying down on the ground, and he is hurting. That will go down as a hit for Garrity. And while we have a break here, we will take a break and listen to a message from some of our sponsors while they tend to Sidbeck. We'll be right back.
Nemaha Valley Motors has been proudly serving our Northeast Kansas community for over 5 decades. Come check out our great selection of vehicles from Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and GMC trucks. Don't see what you're looking for? Our knowledgeable staff will help you find the perfect vehicle to fit your needs. Don't forget about service. Our technicians are factory trained to handle any mechanical issues, including alignments. Come experience the difference here at Nemaha Valley Motors in Seneca.
Come be a part of our family.
So back to action. Sidbeck is helped off the field by his coaches. Looks to be a lower leg injury. I thought at first he might have got hit in the head with a knee or something, but he is holding on to that left leg as he's taken off the field. Hopefully everything's all right for Sidbeck. Ben Sidbeck, the sophomore, coming in to pinch run for Nemaha Central. So either way, 2 on, nobody out. Pass ball gets by Polino, and Caden Peterson is in running for Sidbeck now, who was already running for Jonah Dieters. So Peterson moves into third base. Garrity moves into second base. Swung on, missed by Carter Hike. 1 ball, 1 strike the count. Good person to have up at the plate. Nobody out and runners in scoring position. Grounder out to second base, and Peterson can't handle it, and they're going to send Reese Garrity all the way home, and the throw is not handled by Paulino at the plate. 2 runs are going to come across and score for Nemaha Central. Reese Garrity never slowed down once going around third base. The throw was in time, but Paulino could not quite handle it at home plate. And Carter Hike is going to be on at second base. Reed McKee now on for Nemaha Central. Runner at second, still nobody out in the top of the 6th inning. Ball goes over top of Paulino, and Carter Hike is going to take third base. That was a tough snag for Paulino. That went over top of Reed McKee's head as he was squaring around to bunt. 1 ball, no strike. Runner at third, now nobody out. Grounder foul down the third base line. Evens out the count, 1 ball, 1 strike. Got the outside part of the plate. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Just high. Counts even at 2 apiece. Thunder scratching off a couple runs across home plate so far this inning. Nobody out. Carter Hike at third base. Counts full.
It's almost like he's got a major league strike zone.
Ball 4 to Reed McKee. He'll earn the walk and go down to first base. Runners at the corners now, nobody out for Nemaha Central. Now the Donovan County coach, Bryce Payton's going to come out and talk to his young pitcher. Want to once again remind everyone to go down to the Knights of Columbus. 2 showings on the 12th and 13th this weekend. Of the night the music died. Bunch of local artists going to be playing some live music for you. $20 cover charge, suggested cover charge. It's a free will. You can bring your own cooler for another suggested wink wink donation. Dress in your 50s attire, so bust out the hoop skirts. Roll up, I'm not going to suggest you roll up an actual pack of cigarettes, but roll up a pack of playing cards or something into that white T-shirt and slick your hair back and go on out to listen to some good music by some local musicians. We can't do that. All for Northeast Kansas Arts Foundation. That's out at the Knights of Columbus. Wirtz now the batter. They're going to concede the runner to second base. No throw down. So McKee's in second base. Hike still on third. 1 ball, no strike to Wirtz. Then the ball gets past Paulino, and Cooper Hike is going to come in, score standing up. Nemaha Central has 3 runs across now in the inning. McKee moves up to third base. 2 balls and no strikes to Derek Wirtz. Davis has flirted with a big inning for Donovan County so far. He's always been able to get out of it. Nemaha Central really putting it on at the top of the 6th now. Ball 3 high. Davis has had runners, bases loaded, less than 2 outs a couple of times so far in this game. Always seemed to get out of it with minimal damage. And that was a take all the way from Wirtz, and he's going to draw a base on balls. So runners now at the corners again, and Strothman is going to come in. Yep, Caleb Strothman is going to come in to run for Derek Wirtz. Courtesy runner, as Derek Wirtz is the catcher. So 3 runs across so far in the inning, nobody out. Davis steps off the rubber, worried about Strothman at first base. Ball 1 to Kramer, and Strothman is going to take second base. Runners on second and third, nobody out. Grounder back up the middle, and it's not fielded cleanly by Veach. Snap throw over to third. Good job by Strothman. Heads up play, taking third base on it. That's going to go down as a E6 in the book. That seemed like a very doable play for Veach. So Kramer is on off an error. Reed McKee comes around to score. 4th run of the inning for Nemaha Central. Now Jack Mackey up to bat. Ball outside. Kramer is going to take second base. 4 errors so far in this game for Donovan County. High fly ball from Jack Mackey, tailing back in towards the infield again, and they're going to catch it. Griffin doing a good job. Man, every time you hit that ball out to right field, you think it's going to carry, and that wind just sucks it back in. Griffiths made 3 catches now behind first base where that would have been a fly out to right field. But either way, it's going to be the first out of the inning for Jack Mackey. And that's going to bring Sam Nordis back up to the top of the order. Runners at second and third. 1 out now in the inning. Sam Nordis up to plate. One ball, one strike. Strothman sitting at third. Kramer at second. Nordis fouls one high and out of play. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nordis singled in the first, drew a walk in the third, and flied out to the first baseman in the fifth. Ball low, and Strothman is going to come home on the pass ball from Paulino. 1 more run comes across the plate. So 5-run inning so far in the bottom of the 6th inning for Nemaha Central. Kramer moves up to third base on the play. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Nordis. Grounder in on the hands to Veach, and he's going to go home with it, and they're going to get Kramer at the plate for the second out of the inning. Veach did a good job of baiting Kramer into going home. So Sam Nordis is on a fielder's choice. That will bring up Evan Oberdeen. I'm not very good with names today. I apologize to Evan and Jonah. Two down now. Runner at first base. Sam Nordis taking off for second. Throw is not going to be in time. Overing the 9th batter, so Nemaha Central has batted around in this 6th inning. Had Overdeen off balance a little bit. 1 ball, 1 strike. Grounder out to Peterson. Throw over to Griffin. That's going to be the 3rd out of the inning. Nemaha Central plates 5 in the inning. We will be right back at the top of the 7th. Hopefully Nemaha Central can come out and get 1, 2, 3 quick outs, and that will be the end of game 1. You're watching SCTV. We'll be right back.
There's a place where we all come together. A place where everyone knows your name and what the usual means to you. A place for conversations and for comfort. The best biscuits and gravy in town. We know what it means to love a community, to be a part of a community, to be united. United Bank and Trust. Banking for your way of life. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Welcome back. You're watching Thunder Baseball on SCTV. Jonah Dieter's back out on the mound now for Nemaha Central. 3rd pitcher of the day for the Thunder. Top of the order will be up for Donovan County. Starting out with Dustin Veach, who struck out in the first, then had a ground out to shortstop in the 3rd, and then ground out to the pitcher in the 5th. Nice. It'll be a tough change of speeds, going from Jack Mackey, who was kind of more of a breaking ball pitcher, had some good stuff that they couldn't quite pick up on to Jonah Dieters, who absolutely mashes that ball in there. Ball one high. Strike one called, evens out the count, 1 ball, 1 strike. A little bit inside. Had Veach spun around like a cyclone, you might say. 2 balls, 1 strike. Well, like I said earlier in the game, this is a Donovan County co-op team with Riverside High School and Donovan West High School. Little off the end of the bat. Back to Dieters, over to Colby Free. 1 out in the inning. Off the inside part of the bat, I should say, not the end. Up next for Donovan County is Cooper Eberly. Strike one called. Eberly flied out to the shortstop in the first inning, hit a RBI double in the fourth, then drew a base on balls in the fifth inning. Big breaking ball by Jonah Dieters. I thought that was going to be a strike. I'm not sure where it was. Must have stayed up in the zone a little bit. Counts even at 1 apiece. Comes back with the fastball low. 2 balls, 1 strike. Three balls, 1 strike to Eberly.
Almost looks like he's shorter on that.
Strike 2 called. Counts full. This was a 2-2 game going into the bottom of the 6th inning. As Eberly draws a walk. 2-2 game going into the bottom of the 6th inning, and Nemaha Central plated 5 to open it up to a 7-2 game. Now just needing 2 more outs to seal the deal for game 1 in this doubleheader. Just high to Davis. Snap throw over to first. Colby Free does a good job of at least keeping it in front of him, not allowing it to get out past him. One ball, no strikes. 1 out, top 7. Just a little bit high again. 2 balls, no strikes. Yeah, we're up here talking. If they are missing, they're not missing by much. That one did. That one high and inside to Davis. 3 balls and no strikes. Jonah Dieters having a hard time finding the zone. Strike 1 called. 3-1 count to Ryder Davis. Ball 4 low. Now back-to-back walks from Jonah. We'll have Donovan County with runners in first and second. 1 out in the top of the 7th inning. And Beckham Griffin coming up to bat, the cleanup hitter for Donovan County. He's grounded out to the pitcher, drew a walk in the 4th, and then struck out in the 5th inning.
Pitching change. Evan Oberdeen.
We are going to have a pitching change. Evan Oberdeen is going to take the place of Jonah Dieters on the mound. I'm going to cue up a commercial real quick, and we'll be right back. How's that sound? You're watching Thunder Baseball on SCTV. We'll be right back.
Ag Partners is a full-service agricultural cooperative owned by area farmers, residents, and businesses. And our team works every day to help contribute to their success, keeping profits in the communities we all call home. We continue to look for the right team members to grow successfully together through our core values of honesty, integrity, and teamwork. If you're looking for a career with great benefits and a focus on your future success, come join our team.
Welcome back. You're watching Thunder Baseball on SCTV while Evan Olberding warms up. Let's go over our last list of sponsors for the evening. Rainbow Communications, Sailor Insurance, Elk State Bank, United Methodist Church, and Water Conditioning of Seneca. Thank you to all our sponsors. Without all of you, none of this is possible. So Evan Olberding coming out to pitch. 1 down, top of the 7th inning. Beckham Griffin up to bat, their cleanup hitter for Donovan County. And he comes inside and hits him first pitch. Bases will be loaded now. And Mason Hayes will be the batter. Still just 1 out in the inning. Breaking ball stayed up. 1 ball, no strikes to Hayes. Bases loaded. Swung on, hit to right field, and Hike is going to be there. They're going to come, nope. Snap throw back to first. Hike with a good throw home. They flirted with it at third base, sending the runner, but you don't want to make that third out at home plate, I don't think. Evan Olberding cut it off with a snap throw back to first. Good base running by Donovan County. Now, Bennett's up for Donovan County. Takes ball 1 low. Drew a walk in the 2nd inning. Got on with a single in the 4th and got on an error in the 6th. Strike 1 called. Evens out the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 outs now in the inning. 1 more out needed for Nemaha Central to record a win in the first game of this doubleheader. Good breaking pitch by Evan Olberding. Had Bennett completely fooled on that one. He thought it was coming towards his head. That dropped right into the strike zone. That was beautiful. And tried to come back and do it again. Didn't quite have the control on that one, and he hits Bennett. That's going to plate 1 run for Donovan County. Bases are still loaded. 2 out now. Donovan County has scratched across 1 run so far in the game, or in the inning. Ball outside to Peterson. Strike 1 called, evens out the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. High fly ball out to Reed McKee in left field. He's underneath of it, and he's going to secure the catch. And Nemaha Central takes game 1, 7 runs to 3. So a trio of pitchers for Nemaha Central today. Camden Smits, Jack Mackey, actually 4 pitchers. Camden Smits, Jack Mackey, Jonah Dieters, and then Evan Olberding. Trying to keep some of those pitch counts down. I would assume I would assume Cam, no, because we tied it up. I'm not sure who would get the win. I'm not very good at keeping track of all that stuff. But either way, Ryder Davis will take the loss for Doniphan County. Well, we are going to sign off for Game 1. There will be a short 15 to 20-minute break, and we'll be back here after a little bit to bring you Game 2 of the doubleheader. You're watching SCTV. Thanks for watching. We'll be back.
Ag Partners is a full-service agricultural cooperative owned by area farmers, residents, and businesses. And our team works every day to help contribute to their success, keeping profits in the communities we all call home. We continue to look for the right team members to grow successfully together through our core values of honesty, integrity, and teamwork. If you're looking for a career with great benefits and a focus on your future success, come join our team.
Nemaha Valley Motors has been proudly serving our Northeast Kansas community for over 5 decades. Come check out our great selection of vehicles from Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and GMC trucks. Don't see what you're looking for? Our knowledgeable staff will help you find the perfect vehicle to fit your needs. Don't forget about service. Our technicians are factory trained to handle any mechanical issues, including alignments. Come experience the difference here at Nemaha Valley Motors in Seneca.
Come be a part of our family.
Hi, my name is Tiffany Engelken. I'm a nurse practitioner. We are at the Nemaha Valley Hospital, and I've been doing dermatology for 20 years now, and I'm happy to be here in the community to help keep these farmers closer to home and prevent our elderly from having to drive into the larger cities to get the care that they need. So a day in the life of a dermatology clinic, the main thing that we do is skin cancer screenings. That's where my passion is. I want to make sure that we're finding skin cancers and treating them early. Our skin is our largest organ on our body. I do highly encourage head-to-toe skin exam on a yearly basis for anybody that has over 50 moles, or if they're noticing spots that are painful, bleeding, changing, growing. Other things that we see and we treat on a daily basis: acne, warts, hair loss, rashes, more or less any issue that is occurring with the skin, hair, or nails.
I'm Dr. Dennis Jimenez. I'm a general surgeon at Nemaha Valley Community Hospital. I grew up in Wellington. I've got a special love in my heart for rural Kansas communities, and I have family in Soldier. So the opportunity to work out here was really a blessing. So in addition to the normal emergency general surgeries and traumas, we're here for elective outpatient procedures as well, from your normal lumps and bumps, gallbladders, hernias, to your bigger surgeries, including colon cancers, other colon and rectal surgeries, breast surgeries. And for our moms, we offer cesarean sections in conjunction with their primary care provider. And if you're done having kids, tubal ligations or vasectomies. So really, if you have any surgical needs, just talk to your primary care provider and see what we can do for you.
I'm Erica Bletcher, and I'm a nurse practitioner, and I work in the wound clinic. Often, non-healing wounds can affect a patient's mobility, it can affect their health, and just their overall quality of life. If wounds aren't being healed, then it can also cause infection, we can cause hospitalization, more serious health conditions, and even sometimes surgeries, amputations, or death. So at the wound clinic here, we kind of look at all of that and work with patients to develop a treatment plan to get them back home and get those wounds healed as fast as possible. Growing up here, I loved the people, I love the community, so being able to come back here and work with wounds and work with the patients is the best part. I love just healing wounds, I love interacting with them, I love creating an individualized treatment plan with them and getting them back to their daily livings, and I love seeing them outside walking around healthy and happy.
Sailor Insurance has been serving our customers in the Midwest for over 90 years. At Sailor Insurance, we value every family story as we help protect their dreams and their future. Our goal is to make sure that you have the right insurance coverage to protect your family, home, farm, and business so you can focus on what truly matters. Learn more about what we can do for you at SailorInsurance.com.
What does it mean to be an independent insurance agency? Here at SBS, it means that our customers can be confident in knowing they are getting the coverage they want for the most competitive rates. With our independent status, we are able to partner with multiple competitive companies to quote your personal, farm, business, and life insurance needs. Contact your local SBS office today to find out what an independent agency can do for you.
In Nemaha County, I'm Jared Snyder, one of the family physicians at Seneca Family Practice. I don't know if you're aware, but there's a study by the state of Kansas that comes out about every year surveying our young kids in the community, ages 12 through 18. Would you be surprised to know 25% of our kids that responded between ages 12 and 18 responded saying that they had drank alcohol in the 30 days prior to the survey. And when you take into consideration and break that down, that's 4% of sixth graders, 12% of eighth graders, 34% of sophomores, and 48% of our high school seniors reporting alcohol use in the month leading up to the survey. And that's an upward trend, a year-over-year upward trend, and approaching double the state averages. Some will say kids will be kids, or if they're going to drink, they may as well do it at my house so I can have oversight. And frankly, those arguments are getting people hurt. It's leading to medical problems, addiction, and lifelong habits. We really do need to change the culture of alcohol in our community. 21 is 21 for a reason. I would just urge the community members to say, let's save some lives. The change starts at home.
Hi there, I'm Rachel Allen. I'm one of the family physicians in Sabetha, Kansas. Underage drinking isn't just an issue in terms of breaking the law. It comes with a number of both short and long-term consequences. Research has shown that alcohol use in teenage years can affect normal brain development, and has also been shown to cause a 4 times increase in alcohol use disorder. In addition, teenage drinking has been shown to cause poor school performance and has been found to increase high-risk sexual activity, injuries among teens, and even death. It contributes to 3,500 deaths in people under the age of 21 each year in the United States. Long-term health consequences must also be considered when discussing the risk of teenage drinking. In addition to increasing the rate of alcohol use disorder, it has been associated with long-term diseases such as dementia, heart disease, and stroke. I know it's tempting to consider decreasing the drinking age to 18 from 21 in the hopes of making it legal will decrease these negative consequences. When the drinking age was raised to 21, there was a 16% decrease in car accidents related to alcohol, and teenage drinking decreased by 20%. It is also shown to decrease unintended consequences of underage drinking, including drug dependence, teenage deaths, and adverse birth outcomes related to teenage pregnancies.
My name is Rich Vernon. I've been the sheriff for Nemaha County since 2006. I've actually been employed by the Nemaha County Sheriff's Office back since 1990. That puts me in my 30th year of law enforcement here in Nemaha County. I grew up in this county. I'm a lifelong resident. I've lived in this county. I grew up in the 80s. There was a lot of alcohol consumption back then. I know a lot of parents look at it like we did it when we were kids, so why can't our kids do it? If you, as a parent, or your children actually allow people to come into your homes or on your lands and drink or consume alcohol or even possess it, then you could be held liable for this law. This law carries penalties up to a $1,000 fine, and it is a Class A misdemeanor, which can actually include jail time. I can tell you, after doing this for 30 years and spending those years pulling young men and young women out of ditches lifeless, that has changed my attitude towards alcohol and towards its consumption of minors greatly. And I hope and pray that anything you can do to keep that from happening in the future, you will do, and try to keep our young children alive. Thank you.
There's a place where we all come together. A place where everyone knows your name and what the usual means to you. A place for conversations and for comfort. And the best biscuits and gravy in town. We know what it means to love a community, to be a part of a community, to be united. United Bank and Trust. Banking for your way of life. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Every day, hardworking people wake up early and open their doors to the people in their community. They provide more than just goods and services. They create relationships. Small business is alive and well, making life in our communities possible. You know what it means to support, to be part of a community, to be united. United Bank and Trust. Banking for your way of life. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Welcome back to Game 2. You're watching Thunder Baseball on SCTV as we start out with a strike one call from Reed McKee. Pitch number 2 just a bit inside. Evens out the count, 1 ball, 1 strike. Dustin Veach, the batter for Doniphan County. Swung on, fouled out of play. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Strike 2 called. I was wrong. It was 2 balls, 1 strike. Now it's 2 balls, 2 strikes. Strike 3 called. Just 1 pitch premature. Gets Veach looking. Out number 1 on the inning. Up next will be Eberly for Doniphan County. Strike 1 called. Big breaking ball had Everly off balance. Can't find the zone though. 1 ball, 1 strike. Swung on, hit out to right field. That's tailing. That's going to be a foul ball. One ball, 2 strikes to Everly. If you're just joining us, Nemaha Central won the first game 7-3. Breaking ball. Shot in between the gap between shortstop and third base, and Everly is on with a single. Ryder Davis now the batter for Doniphan County. Everly with a good lead over at first. McKee with the delivery. Strike 1 called. It was a 2-2 ball game going into the bottom 6th inning where Nemaha Central poured on 5 runs to put the game away in game number 1 of the doubleheader. And Davis is hit by a pitch. So Donovan County has 2 runners on, 1 out in top of the first inning. Up next for Donovan County, number 42, their cleanup hitter, Beckham Griffin. 2 on, runners at first and second, 1 out. Strike 1 called. Pitch out to third base, over to second base for 1, over to first. They got the double play. Nice job by Nemaha Central infield, turning 2 for a 5-4-3 double play. Reed McKee gets out of 2 base runners with less than 2 outs. We will be back with the bottom of the first inning. You're watching SCTV.
Nemaha Valley Motors has been proudly serving our Northeast Kansas community for over 5 decades. Come check out our great selection of vehicles from Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and GMC trucks. Don't see what you're looking for? Our knowledgeable staff will help you find the perfect vehicle to fit your needs. Don't forget about service. Our technicians are factory trained to handle any mechanical issues, including alignments. Come experience the difference here at Nemaha Valley Motors in Seneca.
Come be a part of our family.
Welcome back. Bottom 1. Coulter Peterson on the mound for Donovan County in Game 2. Sorry, everyone. You guys might be enjoying me not talking. I'm trying to get my lineup card filled out. We got the lineup cards approximately 2 minutes before the first pitch. So I'll scramble in to try and put them in. So Peterson is going to be pitching to Carter Hike to start off the game for Nemaha Central. Takes ball 1. Carter Hike batting .429 on the year. Give up 4 runs batted in. Takes ball 2 inside. He is playing right field tonight. Waved at and missed. Strike 1. Ball in the dirt. 3 balls, 1 strike. Good hustle by Evan Olberding, running out and getting that ball. Strike 2 called. Counts full. Swung on, hit to right field. Wind's going to push it. They're not going to get to it. Bennett gave a good chase. That ball just gets pushed out towards the fence. Farther and farther it goes. The wind has died down a little bit from Game 1. It is still gusty. Right to left off across your screen. Ball 4. Leadoff walk to Carter Hike. Up next for the Thunder is Evan Olberding. He was batting .333 with 10 singles so far on the year, 1 triple, 6 runs batted in. Carter Hike at first. trying to take second. Throw is down the second base side. No chance at throwing him out. Like we talked about, that wind is just coming straight in from right center basically towards home plate. So any throw from the catcher going to second base is going to be a tough one right into that teeth. Ball 2 to Olberding. 2 balls, no strikes. Hike sitting at second base, nobody out. Strike 1 called. 2 balls, 1 strike to Olberding. Snap throw back to second. Well, he faked the throw. Nobody was at second. Good job by Carter Hike getting dirty. Fly ball out to left center field. Hewins is there. Hike is actually going to tag up, and he's going to third base, and they're going to have him out. I think Hewins definitely wasn't expecting Hike to tag up on that. He was only 30 feet from second base. Hewins made a good throw. Veach had a good play on the bag. 2 down now in the inning. Up now, Jonah Dieters for Nemaha Central. Ball inside. Excuse me. Swung on, missed from Dieters. Evens out the count, 1 ball, 1 strike. Nemaha Central had some base running errors in the first game as well. Not being able to capitalize when they put runners in scoring position. Good breaking ball by Peterson. Had Dieters crossed up. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Reaching for the outside pitch. Got him swinging. That's going to be strikeout number 1 for Peterson. Out number 3 for Donovan County in the inning. To the top of the second we go. You're watching Thunder Baseball on SCTV.
Ag Partners is a full-service agricultural cooperative owned by area farmers, residents, and businesses. And our team works every day to help contribute to their success, keeping profits in the communities we all call home. We continue to look for the right team members to grow successfully together through our core values of honesty, integrity, and teamwork. If you're looking for a career with great benefits and a focus on your future success, come join our team.
Welcome back. You're watching Thunder Baseball on SCTV. As we go to the top of the second inning, no runs. Up first for Donovan County will be Mason Hayes. Ball outside in the dirt. 1 ball, no strikes. Swung on, fouled down the left base side, third base side. Pitch too high. All right, I think I have the lineups figured out now. Yeah, let's hope. So 2 balls and 1 strike to Hayes. 3 balls and 1 strike to Hayes. That looked like a good pitch. I'm not sure where that was. Might have been a little bit outside. And Hayes draws the base on balls for the first base runner of the second inning for Donovan County. Up next is Bennett. Snap throw over to 1. Hayes back in time. That was a good pickoff move. Quick, fluid motion. Hayes is, he took off for a second. Now he's going to go. Wirtz throw down to second, and he's going to be in there. Hayes snatches second base. Donovan County has a runner at second with nobody on, or nobody out. Yeah, but Hayes left a little bit early. I don't know if Reed saw it or not. Then paused. Swung on. That's going to hit the gap from Bennett's little nibbler out there. And Hayes is not able to advance. On a normal night, that would have gone a lot farther. That was right into the teeth of that wind and held up and left out there in just that little bit of a triangle between second base, right field, and center field. So Bennett's is on with a single. Now Peterson up to bat for Donovan County. 2 on, nobody out. Top of the second inning. And a throw out to center field. Hayes is going to be back. He's not going to test it. I think Reed's foot slipped as he turned around and came off the mound. He turned around and looked at it funny. Nobody hurt. Peterson squaring around to bunt. Pulls it back. 1 ball, no strike. Squares around to bunt. Did go that time. 1 ball, 1 strike. I think he did tip it, yes. Squares around to bunt again. Does get 1 down. It's going to go foul down the first base side. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Peterson. Hayes at second. Bennett's at first for Donovan County. Swung on and missed. Good pitch by Reed McKee. Gets Peterson out swinging. That's the first out of the inning. Next up for Donovan County will be Hayden Paulino, the catcher. Swung on, grounder towards shortstop. 6-4. Over to 1 for double play. 6-4-3 double play. And Reed McKee gets out of a 2 on, nobody out jam. We will be back with the bottom of the second inning. You're watching Thunder Baseball on SCTV.
What does it mean to be an independent insurance agency? Here at SBS, it means that our customers can be confident in knowing they are getting the coverage they want for the most competitive rates. With our independent status, we are able to partner with multiple competitive companies to quote your personal, farm, business, and life insurance needs. Contact your local SBS office today to find out what an independent agency can do for you.
Welcome back. You're watching Thunder Baseball on SCTV, bottom of the second inning. Peterson pitching for Donovan County. Went 1-2-3 in the first inning. So Reese Garrity will be the first batter for Nemaha Central. Reese Garrity batting .375 on the year, 1 double, 2 triples, driven in 5 so far on the season. Reese Garrity up to bat. Loves crowding that plate. That left foot is on the chalk. Yep. Inside pitch. Ball 1. Yep, it is perfectly legal to stand on the chalk as long as you don't step out of the batter's box when you swing. Swung at. Fouled back. 1 ball, 1 strike. Sam Nordis on deck. Derek Wirtz in the hole. Fouled back and out of play. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Good breaking pitch from Peterson. Caught the bottom edge of the plate. Garrity is down looking for out number 1 of the inning. Sam Nordis up to bat now for the Thunder. Sam hitting .257 on the year. Has hit 1 triple, driven in 3 runs so far on the young season. Ball 1, low and outside. Waved at and missed. Evens up the count, 1-1. Foul tipped right in front of home plate. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Nordis. That wind has showed no signs of slowing down so far. Big breaking ball in for strike 3 on Sam Nordis. Peterson has a heck of a breaking ball. Yeah, that thing has a ton of break. Thunder hitters are having a hard time picking up on it. That's strikeout number 3 for Peterson so far on the evening. Derek Wirtz now up to plate. Just outside, ball 1. Wirtz puts bat head out there. It's going to be popped up on the infield. Griffith's going to come on to catch it. That's going to be the 3rd out of the inning. We'll go to the top of the 3rd inning. 0-0 ball game. You're watching Nemaha Central Baseball on SCTV. We'll be right back.
Sailor Insurance has been serving our customers in the Midwest for over 90 years. At Sailor Insurance, we value every family story as we help protect their dreams and their future. Our goal is to make sure that you have the right insurance coverage to protect your family, home, farm, and business so you can focus on what truly matters. Learn more about what we can do for you at SailorInsurance.com.
Welcome back. You're watching SCTV. Quick moment to recognize some of our sponsors: TFI Family Services, Souther Building Supply, Crestview Nursing Home, Farm Bureau Insurance, Community National Bank, and Ag Partners. Top of the third inning, Reed McKee back out there on the bump for Nemaha Central. Gotten out of a little bit of trouble both in the first inning and in the second inning due to a double play ball by his defense. Chase Hewins, the batter for Doniphan County. Ball one a little high. If you're just joining us, this Doniphan County baseball team is a co-op team from Doniphan West and Riverside. Ball two. So they prefer to be called Doniphan County. So that's why, if you're just now joining us, I'm not referring to them as Riverside. Ball three outside. Strike one called. Reed McKee working back into the count. 3 balls, 1 strike. Swung on, hit to Heenick at second base. Over to Free at 1 to record the out. Top of the order coming up for Doniphan County. Dustin Veach struck out looking in the first inning in his first plate appearance. Strike one called. Good pitch. That one got away from Reed a little bit. Evens out the count, 1 ball, 1 strike. Just outside, 2-1 count to Veach. Swung on and missed. 2 balls, 2 strikes. McKee with the delivery. Low, counts full. Swung on, hit to Jonah Dieters at third. Over to Colby at first base. The throw is wide. And Veach is going to take second base on the throwing error by Dieters. So Veach reaches on a E5 if you're scoring at home. I'm sure everybody is. Cooper Everly now the batter for Doniphan County. So Doniphan County in a little bit of business here. Runner at second, 1 out, and top of the third inning. Swung on, little fly ball out to Nordis in center field. He's going to catch it. No advance from the runner. Even the fly balls like that on a gusty day like this had Sam Nordis backing up a few steps and coming in to catch that ball. It's hard to track those balls in a hurricane, let alone northeast Kansas weather. Ball inside to Davis. Davis was hit by pitch in his first at-bat. Strike one called. Counts even, 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 out now, runner on second. Grounder over to Dieters at third. Throw over to Colby. He can't dig it out of the dirt, and they're going to be safe. So runners on the corners now for Donovan County. Still 2 out. Beckham Griffin, I don't know why I keep saying Griffin, the cleanup hitter for Donovan County, up to the plate now. Hit into a 5-4-3 double play in the first inning to get out of a jam for McKee. Davis takes second base. They tried to bait the runner at third to coming home with the throw to second base. Veach did not bite. Runners at second and third. Swung on, lined into center field. That's going to score 1. They're going to hold Davis at third, and Donovan County scores first in this game. They have a 1-run lead in the top of the third inning. 1-0. Davis takes third base, and Griffith gets a RBI single. Up next, Mason Hayes for Donovan County. Runners on the corners. 2 out. Snap throw back to third. Davis back in there safely. Griffin does take second base on the pitch. Runners at second and third. 2 out. Pickoff move over to third. Strike called. 1 ball, 1 strike to Hayes. Hayes drew a walk his first plate appearance. Ground over to Olberding at short, over to Free for 1. That's going to be the third out of the inning. Donovan County plates 1 in the inning. To the bottom of the third we go. Nemaha Central trailing 1-0. You're watching SCTV. We'll be right back.
Some are old. Some are new. Some are just right. The perfect home is a place created from the thousands of memories shared within it. A place for laughter, a place for comfort, a place for family and friends alike. We know what it means to have a place we call home, to be a part of a community, to be united. United Bank and Trust, banking for your way of life. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Welcome back. You're watching Thunder Baseball on SCTV. Donovan County was able to scratch 1 run across the plate in the top of the third inning. Nemaha Central's turn. Reed McKee up to bat first. Then it'll be Heenick, then Kramer. The 7, 8, and 9 hitters for Nemaha Central. Reed McKee now coming up to the bat. Ball 1 high. Foul tipped into the dirt. Evens out the count, 1 ball, 1 strike to McKee. Big breaking ball catches the outside part of the plate. McKee's down in the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes now. Big breaking ball again gets McKee looking. That's the 4th strikeout for Peterson so far in the game. Has that big breaking ball that's hard to pick up on. Caleb Henoch now the batter for Nemaha Central. Peterson hits it out to Everly. Everly can't field it cleanly at shortstop. And Peterson's going to get on. And Henoch's going to get on. Excuse me. Henoch on first base now. Reaches on an error on the shortstop, I'd say, wouldn't you? Yep. Cooper Kramer now the batter. Henoch at first. Snap throw over to first. Ball gets past him. No advance from Henoch. Throw down to second base, way down the first base side of the line. Henoch gets the stolen base fairly easily. So Henoch in at second base now. Runner in scoring position, less than 2 outs for Cooper Kramer. No ball, 1 strike. Peterson wants to check with the runner at second. Fouled out of play from Cooper Kramer. No balls, 2 strikes. It may not come across your screen very well. This Peterson is a very good pitcher for Donovan County. He has good speed and a very good breaking ball. Good job by Kramer just getting a piece of it, staying alive up there. We'll do it again. No balls, 2 strikes. Henoch still sitting on second base. 1 out in the inning. Breaking ball just a little bit high. One ball, 2 strikes to Kramer. Henoch with a good lead at second. Offered at and missed by Cooper Kramer. That's going to be the second strikeout of the inning. Second out of the inning. Top of the order now for Nemaha Central. Carter Hike coming on with 2 out. Runner on second. Good breaking pitch from Peterson. Gets the call, strike 1. In there again. Went outside with it the first time. Came back inside it. The second one, Carter Hikes down to 0-2. Good job by Hike getting the bat on it. Fouled it out of play. We'll do it again. pitchers like Peterson up there that are crafty and can really manipulate that ball. You just got to stay in there and battle. Wait till he makes a mistake. Henick at second base. Swung on, fouled out of play by Henick. By Hike. Henick was running on the play. One of these days I'll get the names down. Still no balls and 2 strikes to Hike. Peterson with the delivery. Fouled straight back towards us. Hike staying alive in the batter's box. Doing a good job of spoiling some pitches from Peterson. I did not jump. For those that are wondering. A good battle from Carter Hike. No balls, 2 strikes to count to Hike. Strike 3 called. 3 strikeouts on the inning for Peterson. We will go to the bottom of the top of the 4th inning now. Donovan County holding a 1-0 lead. You're watching SCTV. We'll be right back.
My name is Tiffany Engelken. I'm a nurse practitioner. We are at the Nemaha Valley Hospital, and I've been doing dermatology for 20 years now, and I'm happy to be here in the community to help keep these farmers closer to home and prevent our elderly from having to drive into the larger cities to get the care that they need. So a day in the life of a dermatology clinic, the main thing that we do is skin cancer screenings. That's where my passion is. I want to make sure that we're finding skin cancers and treating them early. Our skin is our largest organ on our body. I do highly encourage head-to-toe skin exam on a yearly basis for anybody that has over 50 moles, or if they're noticing spots that are painful, bleeding, changing, growing. Other things that we see and we treat on a daily basis: acne, warts, hair loss, rashes, more or less any issue that is occurring with the skin, hair, or nails.
Luke Bennett takes ball 1 outside. Luke Bennett ahead in the count, 2 balls, no strikes. Strike 1 called just on the outside edge. Swung on and missed. Evens at the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Bennett. Just on the outside part. Didn't get the call. Good pitch from Reed McKee in that situation. Counts full. Ball 4 called. Bennett is going to earn a base on balls and be the first base runner of the inning for Donovan County. Bunt from Donovan County. McKee has it over to Free at first base. Good job by Peterson getting the bunt down, advancing the base runner. One down now in the inning for Doniphan County as Caden Polino comes up to bat. Grounder to Henick at second base, over to Free at 1 for the out. Bennett will grow to third base on the play. Next, Chase Hewing for Doniphan County with 2 outs, runner at third in this top of the 4th inning for Nemaha Central. Just inside a little bit for Reed McKee. Ball 1. Hewing grounded out to second base in his first plate appearance. Strike 1 called. 1 ball, 1 strike. Just inside. 2 balls, 1 strike to Hewing. Flied up and out of play. Evens out the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Strike 3 called. Reed McKee gets out of the inning. Nobody coming across the plate. To the bottom of the 4th we go. Doniphan County is up 1-0. You're watching Thunder Baseball on SCTV. We'll be right back.
On any given Friday night, you can find us here, illuminated only by the clear night sky and stadium lights. The ball field, a place for fierce rivals and close friends. A place for celebration, a place for family. We know what it means to come together, to be a part of something bigger, to be united. United Bank and Trust, banking for your way of life. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Welcome back. You're watching Thunder Baseball on SCTV. Peterson doing a good job for Doniphan County so far in this game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 strikeouts so far for Peterson. He has a very good fastball paired with an absolute, I don't even know what to call it, but his breaking ball kind of goes from 11 o'clock to 5 o'clock, and he has a lot of break on it. And it is hard to pick up if you're a Nemaha Central hitter. And that has been showing so far. Up first for the Thunder, Evan Olberdine. Flied out to the center fielder in his first plate appearance in the first inning. Ball inside. Swung on. That's going to get in between third base and shortstop, and Evan Olberdine's going to be on with a single to start out the 4th inning. Up next for the Thunder, Jonah Dieters. Struck out swinging in the first inning in his first plate appearance. Ball outside and gets past Paulino, and Olberdine is going to take second base. Paulino got a glove on it, just rolled just outside off the dirt onto the grass. Evan Olberdine easily able to take second base on the play. A little bit early for Dieters. Fouled out of play down the third base line. Did put a good charge into it. So hopefully a second time through the batting order, guys are reading Peterson a little bit better. 1 ball, 1 strike. Two balls, 1 strike to Dieters. Caught the outside part of the plate. Evens up the count 2-2. Olverding on second base. Big breaking ball gets Dieters looking. That's that big breaking ball we were talking about that is absolutely, it's darn near impossible to read that coming out of this kid's hands. This Peterson is a very, very good pitcher for Donovan County. So up next is Garrity. He's 0 for 1 in the game with a strikeout in the second inning. Little late on a fastball, fouled to the left field side. Now to play. Oh and 1 to Garrity, 1 out. Runner at second base. Big breaking ball again in there for a strike. Garrity quickly in the hole, 0-2. He does like that breaking ball. Nemaha Central has not found a way to figure it out yet. Garrity hits it off the inside part of the bat. Over to Griffin at 1. Peterson there to cover. Records the second out of the inning. So Evan Olberding does move up 90 feet to third base. Sam Nordis the batter now for Nemaha Central. Struck out in his first plate appearance in the second inning. Ball gets past Paulino. And there's not going to be a play at the plate. Evan Olberding comes home, and that game is going to be tied up at 1 apiece. Paulino tried to block it. It just went through the 5-hole of the catcher and rolled all the way back to the screen. Evan Olberding able to score easily on the play. Offered at and missed by Norris. Counts even at 1 apiece. Wirtz on deck. McKee in the hole. Big breaking ball has him off balance again. One ball, 2 strikes to Nordis. Nordis did a good job of staying alive on that. Just getting enough of it. Paulino taking his time. That bounced off the umpire's face mask, so Paulino's giving him a break, walking back out to the Peterson at the mound. Shows a mutual respect that the catcher and the umpire have for each other. It's good to see that in the game. If a catcher takes one in the face or a little bruised up, the umpire a lot of times will walk the ball back out to the pitcher. Paulino did the opposite there. Good job by Paulino. Breaking ball just misses the outside part of the plate. Counts even at 2 apiece. Sam Nordis stays back on one, and he's going to hit that over the left fielder's head. He's going to go for 2. Hayes is still chasing after it, and Nordis is not slowing down. He's going to go into third, and Eberly can't handle the ball at the cutoff, and Sam Nordis is in on a triple. Did a good job of recognizing that breaking ball, stayed back on it, and did a great job of turning on it, and hitting it over Hayes' head in left field. So Nordis at third base now. Derek Wirtz up to plate. Ball gets past Paulino, and Sam Nordis is going to come in and score standing up. And just like that, Nemaha Central takes the 2-1 lead in the bottom of the fourth inning. One ball, no strikes now to Wirtz. Swung on, hit a mile in the air. If it ever comes down, Eberly is there, and he does record the catch for the third out of the inning. But Nemaha Central strikes and puts two across the home plate to take the lead in the bottom of the fourth inning. Nemaha Central winning so far 2-1. We'll be right back with the top of the fifth inning. You're watching Thunder Baseball on SCTV. We'll be right back.
Ag Partners is a full-service agricultural cooperative owned by area farmers, residents, and businesses. And our team works every day to help contribute to their success, keeping profits in the communities we all call.
Good job of recognizing that early and keeping his hands back. Welcome back. You're watching SCTV. Let's take a quick moment to recognize some of our sponsors: SBS Insurance, United Bank and Trust, S&S Automotive and Towing, Nemaha Valley Motors, and St. Peter and Paul Catholic Church. New pitcher for the Thunder as Cooper Kramer takes the bump. Throws inside to Veach, the leadoff hitter for Donovan County. Quickly down on the count, 2 balls, no strikes. Inside, 3-0. Four-pitch walk for Veach. Cooper Everly, the batter now for Donovan County. Wild pitch, gets past Wirtz. Throw down to second base. Kind of a futile attempt. Veach was only a few steps off the bag by the time he threw it. So 1 ball, no strikes to Everly. Ball just outside. 2 balls, no strikes. Veach sitting at second base. Strike 1 called. 2 balls and 1 strike to Everly. Jonah Dieter's now at third base, and Reed McKee back out in left field. Shot back up to the pitcher, over to first for the out. No advance from the Veach at second base. One down now in the inning. Ryder Davis up to bat for Doniphan County. Davis was hit by a pitch in the first inning and reached on an error in the third inning. Outside. Ball one. Grounder over to Jonah at third base. Throw over to one. Got him. Oh, they're going to say that Colby stepped off the bag. It looked to me like he held his foot on that bag. It looks like Skip Mayberry's coming out to appeal. Ask the home plate umpire. To no avail, apparently. All right, so Davis is on base. Beckham Griffin, now the batter, cleanup hitter for Doniphan County. 2 on, 1 out. Top of the fifth inning. Strike in there. Offered at and missed. Griffin quickly in a hole. No balls, 2 strikes. Top of the fifth inning, Nemaha Central winning 2-1. Runner taking third. Griffith hits the ball to shortstop. There's going to be 6-4 to 3 for the double play, and Nemaha Central gets out of the jam. Good play by Evan Olberdine and turned by Caleb Heenick, and good stretch by Colby Free at first. And we will go to the bottom of the fifth inning. Nemaha Central leading 2-1. You're watching Thunder Baseball on SCTV. We'll be right back.
Nemaha Valley Motors has been proudly serving our Northeast Kansas community for over 5 decades. Come check out our great selection of vehicles from Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and GMC trucks. Don't see what you're looking for? Our knowledgeable staff will help you find the perfect vehicle to fit your needs. Don't forget about service. Our technicians are factory trained to handle any mechanical issues, including alignments. Come experience the difference here at Nemaha Valley Motors in Seneca.
Come be a part of our family.
Welcome back. You're watching Thunder Baseball on SCTV. If you're wondering why we're muted when we come back from the breaks, the PA system plays some music, and we found out the hard way that copyright laws and YouTube, they took it down very promptly after the first game we did. So we apologize. Coming back from breaks, we're going to have to stay muted while the music plays. So Reed McKee up to bat. Foul down the third baseline. No balls, 2 strikes. Pitch outside, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Big breaking ball. McKee puts a charge into it. Right center field. Bennett is there to record the out. 1 down now in the bottom of the 5th inning for the Thunder. Up next for the Thunder, Caleb Heenick. Reached on an error in the 3rd inning. Inside pitch. Backs him off the plate a little bit. 1 ball, no strikes. Grounder to third base. That's going to be a fair ball. Throw over to 1. They're going to get him. Nice play by Veach, catching that before it went foul. Good throw over to Griffin. 2 down in the inning. Up next, Cooper Kramer for the Thunder. Struck out in the 3rd inning. Breaking ball stays high. Swung on, and that's going to be caught by Davis at second base. Nice play by the second baseman of Donovan County. And 3 up, 3 down for the Thunder in the bottom of the 5th inning. To the top of the 6th we go. Thunder holding on to a 2-1 lead. You're watching SCTV. We'll be right back.
On any given Friday night, you can find us here, illuminated only by the clear night sky and stadium lights. The ball field, a place for fierce rivals and close friends. A place for celebration, a place for family. We know what it means to come together, to be a part of something bigger, to be united. United Bank and Trust, banking for your way of life. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Welcome back. You're watching Thunder Baseball on SCTV. Mason Hayes will be the first batter for Donovan County. Cooper Kramer still out on the bump for the Thunder. Strike 1 called. Top of the 6th inning. Thunder holding on to a 2-1 lead. Strike 2 called in there from Cooper Kramer. Quickly ahead in the count, 0-2. Good breaking ball from Kramer. Gets him 1-2-3. Ball goes around the horn for the Thunder. First out of the inning. Up next for Donovan County, Luke Bennett. Had a single in the 2nd inning and drew a base on balls in the 4th inning. Good pitch from Kramer. Nice inside pitch. Sawed off Bennett at the hands. quickly ahead again, 0-2. Swung on and missed. Out number 2 for Cooper Kramer in the inning. Cooper Kramer got out to a shaky start in his first couple of batters, but he has really settled in well after finding the rhythm. Just low to Peterson. 1 ball, no strike. Inside, 2-0. Fouled up and out of play. 2 balls, 1 strike. Peterson struck out in the second inning, had a good sacrifice bunt in the 4th inning. Grounded up the middle. Olberding has a little trouble. Throw over to 1, and they got him still. Good recovery from Olberding as that ball hit off his glove and rode up his body a little bit. And to the bottom of the 6th we go. Thunder holding on to a 2-1 lead. You're watching Thunder Baseball on SCTV. We'll be right back.
Dennis Jimenez. I'm a general surgeon at Nemaha Valley Community Hospital. I grew up in Wellington. I've got a special love in my heart for rural Kansas communities, and I have family in Soldier. So the opportunity to work out here was really a blessing. So in addition to the normal emergency general surgeries and traumas, we're here for elective outpatient procedures as well, from your normal lumps and bumps, gallbladders, hernias, to your bigger surgeries, including colon cancers, other colon and rectal surgeries, breast surgeries. And for our moms, we offer cesarean sections in conjunction with their primary care provider. And if you're done having kids, tubal ligations or vasectomies. So really, if you have any surgical needs, just talk to your primary care provider and see what we can do for you.
Welcome back. You're watching Thunder Baseball on SCTV. Let's take a quick moment to recognize some of our sponsors. Without them, none of this is possible. First Heritage Bank, Life Care Center of Seneca, Mitchell Appliance, Nemaha Valley Community Hospital, and Shelter Insurance. I also want to remind everyone, if you're not doing anything this weekend, even if you are doing something this weekend, cancel those plans and get yourself down to Knights of Columbus on Friday and or Saturday night. The Northeast Kansas Arts Foundation is putting on a show the night before the music died, recreating the last gig that Buddy Holly played. There's going to be a lot of local musicians playing in it. It's going to be a suggested cover charge of $20. You can bring in, it's a free will offering. You can bring in a cooler if you want to. You're encouraged to dress like you would in the 50s. So head on down to the Knights of Columbus. There will be 2 showings, one Friday, one Saturday. So if you can't make Friday night, go to the one on Saturday or vice versa. And you're encouraged to dress up in your 50s attire, so throw on that hoop skirt and come on down for a good time. Once again, it's benefiting the Northeast Kansas Arts Foundation. You might even see some people you recognize that you had no idea had some musical ability. One ball, 1 strike to Hike, top of the order for the Thunder. Ball too low. 2-1. Pitching change for Donovan County. Dustin Veach is in now for. Promptly hits Hike on the shoulder. He's wearing that one well. That is Veach, yes. So Peterson is off the mound. Peterson has taken the spot at third, and Veach will be pitching for a while at least. And that's good news if you're the Nemaha Central Thunder. Peterson was a heck of a pitcher. Snap throw back to first. Hike back there in time. Peterson was a heck of a pitcher, and they were starting to get a grasp on that big breaking ball that he had. Overdeen squares around to bunt. Over to Peterson at third. Hike's going to go to third base. Nobody was covering, and he's going to be head first slide, and he's going to be in there. Good heads-up base running by Carter Hike. Everly did not cover third base in anticipation of Hike taking second and third, and Everly covered second base on it. So at that point, it was a foot race between Hike and Everly, and Hike won. So sacrifice bunt for Overdeen. Gets Hike over to third. Jonah Dieter's up to bat now for Nemaha Central. No balls, 1 strike. Head on it. Fouls it out third base side. Quickly down 0-2. Dieter's batting .310 on the season. 6 doubles, 1 home run. 12 driven in so far. Still no balls, 2 strikes. That wind has died down, so sacrifice opportunity is more likely. Skies 1 mile high. That's going to be out of play. So the wind has died down now. It was gusting close to triple digits, I want to say, in the first and through most of the second game. Not quite that high, but it did make anything hard for a sacrifice. With that wind dying down, if Jonah Dieters can put a charge into one, even if it's right at an outfielder, it will score Hike from third base now. Ball gets past Paulino at home plate, and Hike is going to come in and score with no play at the plate. So Hike comes around to score. And it's a 3-1 lead for Nemaha Central. Bottom 6. Breaking ball couldn't quite get on top of it from Veach. Stays up in the zone. Evens out the count, 2 balls and 2 strikes to Dieters. Just on the outside part, got Dieters looking. Garrity up to plate now for Nemaha Central. Struck out in the second inning, grounded out to first base in the 4th inning. Little behind the fastball. Fouled out of play down the left field line. No balls, 1 strike. Nemaha Central scoring 2 runs in the 4th, 1 in the 6th so far. And Garrity wears one on his back from Veach. He will earn a base the hard way. That will bring up Sam Nordis up to bat. Sam Nordis struck out in the 2nd inning, then hit that huge triple in the 4th inning. Coming around to score later. Fouled. Back to the fence. No balls, 1 strike. Garrity on first base. Swung on, lined out to right field. That's going to be in for a hit. Garrity's rounding second base. Throw comes in, throw over to third. And they're going to get Garrity at third. That was a great play from Bennett and a good cut and throw from Davis over to Peterson to record the third out of the inning. Sometimes you got to tip your cap. You make them make a play. That's what the Thunder did there, and Donovan County absolutely did. Good relay in from the outfield, good throw to third base. And we will go to the top of the seventh with Nemaha Central holding on to a 3-1 lead. You're watching Thunder Baseball on SCTV. We'll be right back.
Just a few miles out of town, the pavement ends. The world opens up, and you can see for miles. For generations, families have planted and harvested, struggled and prospered, all working together to build something better for the next in line. We know what it means to love a lifestyle, to be a part of a tradition, to be united. United Bank and Trust. Banking for your way of life. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Welcome back. You're watching Thunder Baseball on SCTV. Let's take a quick moment to recognize some of our sponsors: Rainbow Communications, Sailor Insurance, Elk State Bank, United Methodist Church, and Water Conditioning of Seneca. So Cooper Kramer is going to stay out on the mound for Nemaha Central, needing 3 outs to secure the win and the sweep of the doubleheader against Donovan County. But as most people know, those last 3 outs can always be the hardest to get. So we'll see what happens. He's been good as the last couple innings. Kind of got off to a little bit of a shaky start when he came out, but he settled in very nicely. The Thunder ground crew doing a little touch-up work to the third base there, trying to get everything situated, ready for gameplay. And up first for Donovan County, we will have Paulino. Ball one low. Paulino hit to a 6-4-3 double play in the second inning, grounded out to the second baseman in the fourth. Just inside, 2 balls, no strikes. Caught some of the outside part of the plate. 2 balls, 1 strike for Hayden Paulino. Off-balance swing from Paulino. And Cooper Kramer's back into it, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Paulino did a good job of getting the bat head on it, fouling off a good pitch from Kramer. 8-9 one-hitters up for Donovan County in this inning, so take advantage of the bottom of that order at least, try and get an 8 and 9 hitter out. Grounded over to Free at first base, and he'll race to the bag and beat Paulino 1 down in the top of the 7th. Chase Hewing, the batter now for Donovan County. Grounded out to second base and then struck out. Strike 1 called. Outside. Evens up the count, 1 ball, 1 strike. Swung on and missed from Hewings. 1 ball, 2 strike. Fouled straight back towards me. I did flinch. I flinched, yes. For everyone. We'll do it again. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Hewins. Foul back and out of play. Hewins doing a good job of staying alive at the plate and battling against Kramer. Big breaking ball from Kramer in there for strike 3 called. Donovan County is down to his last out in this game. Dustin Veach will be the batter for Donovan County. Their leadoff, the one hitter. Just outside Veach. Veach has struck out, reached on an error, came around and scored, and then drew a walk in the 5th inning. In there called. 1 ball, 1 strike. Ooh, good breaking ball. I'm not sure if it missed, if it missed by much, and I don't know where. Swung on, fouled out of play by Veach. Evens out the count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Ooh, breaking ball just high. Counts full. Fouled out of play by Veach. Stays alive. 3 balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs, top of the 7th. Nemaha Central needing to record 1 out to sweep the doubleheader against Donovan County. Strike 3 called, and that's going to do it. Nemaha Central wins by a score of 3-1, and they're going to sweep the doubleheader against Donovan County. They won Game 1 7-3 behind a 5-run 6th inning, I believe. They're going to win tonight. Scored a 3-1, sweeping both games in the doubleheader. Nemaha Central moves to 7-5 on the season. Donovan West falls to 4-6 on the season. Anything else you want to add, Caleb? He doesn't have a mic, he says, but he is full of useful information. He just doesn't have the opportunity to share it. So, anyways, Nemaha Central takes both games in the doubleheader against Donovan County. Like I said, moves their record to 7-5 on the season. And we've been, I don't think there's anything else to say. I don't know how to wrap these things up very well like Mike Stahlbaumer does. He does a lot better job of that. But I've been Cody Steinloggy calling the play-by-play for you. Caleb Ridenauer's been on the production, doing a good job, all those little numbers and things that you see on there. Thank you for watching SCTV.